Remember that crazy fight last year with Robert Easter? You know the Adrian Broner about billions fighter. It was that crazy Spike TV fight that took place. Let me check real quick. It was on September the 9th. That was the same card that the main event was Danny Jacobs versus Sergio Mora 2, if I'm correct. And then that next night, Golovkin fought. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Well, Richard Commey, just so happens, even though, or Commey, however you pronounce his name, I apologize, but he got a fight after his defeat, his split decision defeat to Robert Easter. It was a close fight, but in my opinion, Robert Easter won. He got the split decision, and then in his next fight, which just so happens is about what? This has been about 3 months later. He fought a fighter by the name of Denis Shafikov. Shafikov, I've seen him fight before, and I should know how to pronounce his name, or I'm going to get it right in the future, so don't hold me to it. But anyway, I remember seeing him fight Rancis Barthélemy. I don't remember watching him fight Miguel Vasquez, but basically his record is 38-2-1 with 20 KOs. According to the IBF, he's going to have to fight the winner of whoever Robert Easter is going to be fighting on in January. We don't know who Robert Easter is fighting yet. I thought they were going to probably put him on the undercard of Adrian Broner Granados, but it seems as though he may get his own, well, it's looking like he's going to get his own date in January. So we should hear something announced soon. Now, here's the thing. Depending on who he fights next, now remember, when you're a champion, you have to fight somebody ranked in the top 15 of the organization. So we don't know what the December rankings are yet, but I'm going to read to you the IBF rankings at 135 pounds according to November. So you have Richard Commey. They don't have number 1 or number 2 listed. So the winner between Richard Commey, who was number 3 last month, and number 5, Denis or Denis Shafikov or Shafikov, them two fought. So now you have basically he's the mandatory. So then you have Edis Taltali, Alejandro Luna, Ramondo Beltran, who is fighting like next week or something like that, but I doubt he'll be fighting him on a month notice. You got Luke Campbell, but he's not going to fight Robert Easter. In fact, he's going after the 135-pound title. You got Yvonne Mendy, who beat Luke Campbell. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's, Robert Easter versus Yvonne Mendy. You got Juan Diaz, Jose Felix Jr. I don't think either of those guys. You could see Masayoshi Nakantani, Mason Menard, and Luis Cruz. So one of those bottom 5 or 6 names is likely who it's going to be, in my personal opinion, unless it's Yvonne Mendy. But then again, we don't know if Al Heyman, knows who's going to be ranked in the top 15 for the IBF for December. So maybe 2 more names may appear. Or 3 more names may appear. But, it's like this. I don't feel that this guy is going to beat Robert Easter, but he's going to cause him some problems with the pressure fighting, and he's got some pretty sick body shots. So we've seen that now he's getting a third straight shot at this 135-pound IBF title. And if you look, remember, he had that big win over Herring. I forgot about that. Was that on Fox Sports? I forgot about that. So technically, if you really, really look at him, even though he clearly lost his slow, Miguel Vasquez, he'll make anybody look like that, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a feather in his cap. If you got the Rancis Barthélemy fight, but now, he's going to be pretty dangerous for Robert Easter. So I hope he takes him seriously. But according to the IBF, he's supposed to be fighting Robert Easter if Robert Easter wins, whoever his next opponent is, in June. I believe June or July. So it is what it is. And one thing, if you don't know, the IBF is the most strict of the organizations. So they don't allow you to dance around too much. That's why any day now we can hear news on Errol Spence and Kell Brook. So the fact that they haven't ordered a purse bid yet makes you wonder, well, they're doing some talking behind the scenes. And then Kell Brooker's already said he's not moving up. So therefore, he's not going to vacate his title. And if so it's going to happen. TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live, all the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. I'm sponsored by an app. All you got to do is download it, and you help me out. The link is right down below in the description box. You have to register, and then you go to your email, and then you download the app. Now, what happens is you get to play real-time football games. So they're going to have boxing in the future, but we don't know when it's going to be boxing. So we know MMA is going to come before boxing, but boxing is going to be in the future. I would say maybe 2018, 2019 at the most. But they're basically, at the latest, but they're rolling out different sports. So, just help a brother out. Download the app, all right? It's called Fire Fan. And just to give you a brief, synopsis, I guess, basically what you do is you predict on what may happen on the next play, as involving football. So they'll ask you something like, well, do you want to, do you think there'll be a fumble, and what are the chances of it being the fumble? Or, something like, will this team score first down on this 4th and 1? Please subscribe, share, like, comment. TstreeT Controversy, TstreeT Controversy Live.